11:11. I'm so sorry for my voice. I'm gonna hang in there, guys. I've been really sick. So I can't fix it. I've got my tea. Hopefully it doesn't bother you too much as you're watching me, okay? I've already missed about 3 days of work because I lost my voice. I lost it completely. So anyways, I'm coming back because I can. It's just still difficult. I certainly couldn't do my job without my voice. Anyways, I'm going to be doing a Will Smith and Jada Smith tarot reading and just see what's going on with them. Are they going to make it? What's going on in their relationship? What really happened that night, you know? So I thought it would be fun. All right, so I'm going to start pulling out a few cards for Will and Jada. Spirit, please be here with me and guide me with these cards. After we do a Will and Jada reading, I'm going to get into a collective reading for anyone else who has a tumultuous relationship, be it with your main lover or with family. Okay, guys? Hey, Magnus. I thought it'd be a little fun to do a little celeb reading since it's like so everywhere in the news. Everywhere I turn, I see these stories. I mean, they're like the most popular couple right now ever. They are like topping Brad and Angelina. They're just topping it. They're just taking the cake. You guys do know in Vedic sidereal astrology that Will Smith and Jada Smith both have Leo. You guys do know that. I think they're both Sun Leos, but I'm not sure. But I know they both have Leo, which is totally in the spotlight. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's pull some cards here for Will. All right, and let's go ahead and get some cards for Jada. All right, what lies between Will and Jada? Ooh, we have a rebirth. Okay, so Will and Jada are going through a transformation like a phoenix. Something died between them. And probably now, since he's done what he's done for her, there's going to be something reborn. I feel like they went so much through hell. They went through hellfire. And it's almost like because they're going through hellfire together right now, it's going to bring them closer. That's honestly what I'm feeling. All right, let's go ahead and get some more messages here. Markers, seriously. Hey, markers. We're just going to do a quick little reading on Will and Jada, nothing long, and we're going to get into the collective, okay? I just wanted to pull some cards for some fun. Spirit, please give me a message for Will Smith, okay? And please give me a message for Jada Smith. Okay, bottom of the deck between Will and Jada, under pressure, sinking into the depths of sadness. They're obviously under a lot of pressure right now. And that's being under scrutiny from around the world. The Oscars want to take away his Oscar. They're scrutinizing his character, his decisions, who he is, what he's going through, all under fire. She's being scrutinized, being looked at as a narcissist, being looked at as a bad wife, a bad mother, just a bad couple in general. So yeah, between the both of them, there's just a lot of pressure. He resigned. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I don't know what's going on, guys. All I know is I know there's a slap. Hi, everybody. Hey, markers. Do you guys know, and I'm so sorry I was gone. He left the academy. Oh my gosh. Do you guys know that I have lost my voice for 3 days? I literally lost my voice. I couldn't even come on and tell you guys. I could have went on to the community channel and let everyone know, but I was going under a lot of hell these last few days. A lot of hell.
Mom, I need to do something in the car for a little bit.
Okay.
I need to get my big dinosaur toy. Remember, like, you said that big dinosaur toy was similar to you?
Yeah.
But it's a toy that's not for dogs.
Okay, that's fine. Do what you need to do.
But I need to go get that one.
Okay.
But still, I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
One time. Why would you give a big toy to a dog that you when it's a toy that makes sounds and it's supposed to be for kids?
I don't know. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Jada Smith. Okay. All right. Bottom of the deck between Will Smith and Jada Smith is a clearing. So far, everybody, so you're catching up, tuning in. We have rebirth, we have clearing, okay? And we have under pressure, all right? And that's just kind of between the both of them, okay? Let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen me, you know, you guys are probably wondering where have I been these past couple days. You know, I just completely lost my voice. So anyways, I'm back. I know it sounds terrible, but I'm getting my voice back. It is coming back, so it's getting better. Still not great. All right, Spirit, please guide and direct me for with. Okay. Please guide and direct me for Jada. Jada Smith. Okay. All right. And between the both of them, we have 7 of Pentacles. Thank you, Magnus. And this is completely feeling dissatisfied with everything you've worked so hard for. And this is all it comes up to. Now, one of the best reasons why I like doing celebrity tarot readings, you guys pretty much know what's going on with them because it's public. There is a lot of things you don't know that's going on with them, which you're going to hear through the cards. But it's nice to see how honest and how truthful the cards are also, because I think you guys like to judge how the cards reflect in this truth versus how honestly they would reflect in your own life. So it's nice to watch celebrity readings just because you get to see how it's working out for them and what the cards are showing based on what you know and how honest the cards are going to be in your own real life readings. Okay? All right. Can you guys give me one moment? I got to check on Matthew because he did go outside and he's just running around here everywhere. Mariah! Matthew, hurry up! Mariah! All right, guys, I'm back. All right, back to Will and Jada, the smack around the world. The smack heard around the world. So this really makes sense. 7 of Pentacles, tarot, bottom of the deck. Just really not happy with everything they've... This is basically, I'm not happy with my marriage. I'm not happy with my career. To be honest, I'm not very happy with my kids. All right? They want to pretend like they couldn't be happier about their kids. Wrong. I know there's disappointment. Just in the kids' careers, personal choices. Jada maybe doesn't bother her because I really don't think Jada gives a damn about anybody but herself. I hate to say that, but she's just into herself right now. I have warm tea, guys. I got warm tea. But, you know, Jada just really doesn't care about herself. And she's just, you know, I mean, what I'm trying to say is all she cares about is herself. She's done raising little babies. She's done being a wife in her marriage. She's done being a mother. And to be honest, Jada just wants to be Jada. That's where she's at in her life. And as a psychic and intuitive and tarot reader, I can tell you that's exactly what's going on. She is having a midlife crisis. And that's just psychologically. Psychologically, Jada feels like, where am I? Who am I? What kind of a woman am I? She is taking out a lot of her femininity because she's taking on the masculinity in her life, taking charge of who she sleeps with, taking charge of the kind of wife she is, taking charge of the kind of mom she is, taking charge of her career, taking charge of everything. She is stepping into her masculine energy, which is probably, they say there's some kind of medical situation. I don't know if I really buy that. She's always had a shaved head situation most of her public life. I think it's just a style choice. And if her hair is thinning because of dyeing it blonde, you know, as of recently, bleaching it will thin out your hair. That's a possibility. She probably fried her hair. Do I think it's alopecia? Not really. Not really. Do you guys think Michael Jackson had a medical situation? Not really. That's just my beliefs. That's just my intuition. You know, that's just my feeling on it. I think that's a cop-out. I think it's an excuse. There's no proof. There's no sign of sickness or illness, you know, except mental. You know? Okay, and someone said they lose hair at menopause. Okay, that could totally be a thing too, you know? So thinning hair, yes. Going bald, I don't think so. Thinning, possibility. But you saw her head shaved. You could see her actual hair. Even though she shaved it, you could see all the hair that was on her head and the lining of her hair. And it was not shiny skin like a cancer patient. It had hair follicles all the way to the front of the scalp where the hair would be and all the way around the head. So there was no receding hairline. There was no baldness. It was just shaved. And yeah, maybe it's thinned, you know. We all go through thinning hair. I have thinning hair more than I did in my 20s. That's for damn sure. But we're not going to talk about hair. But the point is, there's a lot of excuses here. And I really don't buy it. But what's really going on here is just disappointment. And, you know, overall, the both of them, they're just not feeling happy. Now, I do know psychologically that when you if you take a major rebirth in your life, a major transformation, you cut your hair. That is a psychological proven fact. You guys look it up for yourself. I already know, I've spoken to psychologists, that when people cut their hair, it is a psychological break from who they were before. They are emotionally and mentally detaching from who they were. Think of it this way, whenever you go through a major breakup, you usually cut your hair or you get a brand new hairstyle. This is mostly women. I mean, I'm not going to talk about men because men generally keep their hair the same, majority of them. But women, we go through this major hair shift. Anytime we go in a new relationship, anytime we're newly single, anytime we're stepping into motherhood, you know, being pregnant and giving birth, we usually go through a hair change. Definite breakups, independence strikes. Now, she's going through an independence strike on her own. And I think a lot of that has to do with the hair. She wanted a clean start. She was tired of feeling stuck in her life the way it had been. She wanted a drastic change, an empowering change. And much like Britney Spears, she went through a shaving head situation. She was completely snapping. She was tired of being the darling everyone thought she was. She was having a mental break. She shaved her shit. And a lot of women go through that. I have a good friend of mine here in Colorado, and she is going through a major shift in her life. She's kind of stepping into pre-menopausal, not menopausal, but pre. She's becoming a grandma. She's very young to becoming a grandma, but she had her daughter when she was 17. So she's becoming a grandma, early 40s, okay? And she flat out shaved her head, okay? And it is like that. And this was before the whole Jada thing. But she's a pretty girl. She's always had pretty blonde hair, blue eyes, nice body. but she recently got breast augmentation, tummy tuck. She's been working out like a beast at the gym, and she shaved her hair like G.I. Jane, okay? That is my friend. She's not gay. She doesn't have a medical situation. She doesn't have alopecia. She doesn't have cancer. None of those situations. She just wanted to shave her head. This is what some girls do. You know, she's been fond of short hair for many years. And this was just, you know, a transformation, a rebirth. So I think that's a lot of what's going on. And, you know, the fact that he's going through I think a midlife crisis as well. He's in his 50s. His career is going through a change. His kids are going through a change. His wife announced she had an affair, a major affair, made it public, put it out there, put his secrets out there. You know, he's going through a change as far as his reputation. His reputation is under fire right now. And I don't really know what's going on with him astrologically. I haven't looked at his chart, but there is something going on astrologically with Saturn being very difficult on him because he's getting his ass whooped by Saturn right now. Period. And you're right, she didn't have an affair, she had an entanglement. I'm sorry, guys, but an entanglement, fuck-tanglement, fuck-anglement. You're married, you fa-tangled with someone, whatever the fuck you want to say, that's a fa-tanglement. It's a fucking issue. Okay, in my book, and I'm old-fashioned, you're cheating. I don't care if you're separated and living in a separate house. If your ass is married and you fuck another man, you are cheating. If you are separated from your wife and you fuck another woman, you are cheating. If you want to talk to someone on Facebook and exchange numbers and nudes, you are cheating. Period. So that's just my opinion. It ain't no fuck schmanglement, okay? It's fucking an affair. It is what it is. She announced it at the red table. She said she had an entanglement with another man, a sexual entanglement. And, you know, okay, so you want to throw out they agreed to have an open relationship. Was that before or after the fuck-tanglement? Was it an agreement after, whoops, yeah, you found out you're having a situation? Am I okay with it? Okay, I'm okay with it. I'm pretty sure it happened like that. It wasn't like, hey, I know I've been 100% faithful this entire relationship, but I want to step out now. Is that okay with you? Can I step out and have somebody else? It didn't go down like that. Karen, I know you love these people, but I just don't believe it went down like that. People are people, and I've never known a man nor woman in my life to agree to having an affair before it happened. But that's my opinion. And maybe there's a lot of other freakadeekies out there that say different. But when you have a relationship such as a marriage publicly with children and the world knows about it, it's not like this is that show with the man that had all those wives. I forgot the name of it. But this isn't that fucking show. So they are making an ass out of themselves. And I'm going to be doing the cards. If you guys want to do cards on your own channel and pull based on your feelings, thoughts, and opinions, you guys can go pull cards based on feelings, thoughts, and opinions. But I'm going to pull cards, period. And right now the cards, there's under pressure, there's disappointment, there is a lack of satisfaction. It's not over. I think the relationship is going to get reborn. I think there is a clearing in the relationship. Let's go ahead and get into Will Smith. And let's see what's going on in his situation, on his side of the story. So Will Smith, first card. Woo, shit. We have the Leo. He is Leo. We got Goddess of Rage. Okay? Goddess of Rage. And there's the freaking lions. Okay? So Will Smith is pissed the fuck off right now. I don't know what he's mad at. He might be more than mad at himself. He might be mad at Chris Rock. He might be mad at Jada. He might be mad at the fucking universe right now. But if there's one thing to say about Will Smith's situation, it is he is one pissed off, very enraged man. And that's that masculinity in him, pent up, built up, coming out. I do believe that there is an attack on masculinity. Period. In the good old days, a fucking smack is called for. Nowadays, violence is not condoned. For whatever reason, you know, and who says masculinity has to be violent anyways? I'm not saying masculinity has to be violent, but masculinity is meant to be physical. That's just a fact. You want to call it physical manifestation? You want to call it physical sex drive? You want to call it physical power and strength? And you want to call it testosterone, physical aggression. That's all masculine energy, period. Now, when you have a lot of that restricted and the world just wants femininity, you know, you're going to get these little bouts of masculine sparks popping out here and there. A smack over here, a shove over there, you know, whatever, all this shit, this war going on over here. There's little masculinities creeping out. It's tired of being restrained. So I don't know. That's just a spiritual masculinity. I'm not speaking about him personally. I'm just saying masculinity in a whole, as a whole group, there is a lot of restriction right now. Saturn is restricting masculinity right now. It just is what it is. Yeah, September 25th, he's a fucking Leo. Vedic sidereal. They both have Leo in them. Anyways, so he's enraged. He's angry. He's hostile. Let's see what else is going on with Will Smith. He's contemplating. I have so much going on inside of me. I don't know what to do. He's losing his mind. Honestly. And it's shown in his documentary. I never watched his documentary, but from what my brother told me, he was getting very skinny. He looked sickly. He was crying. He was going through a wreck in the documentary. How he made an ass of himself publicly. He's probably completely fucking embarrassed. Mad at himself for not controlling himself, looking back and wishing he could have handled himself better. You know, Steve Harvey came up and said, you know, probably the better thing to do would have been to pull Chris Rock aside after the Oscars, grabbed him firmly man to man and said, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. Don't talk about her anymore. I'm not in a good place. She doesn't want to hear that shit. She's going through something medically. She's going through some changes. And I would appreciate it. You just keep her name out of your mouth. That's what Steve Harvey said. That's what, you know, a grown-ass man would do. So I'm sure Will Smith is contemplating on that. Not to mention Jim Carrey came out and said he should have been sued. Jim Carrey's like, we shouldn't condone violence. That was absolute bullshit. We're in front of millions of people. And you want to stand up and smack someone? See, Jada, September 18th. There you go. Leo Vedic. Anyways, so there's a lot of older men reaching out to Will. And all of these men are like, I know he's going through shit. I know he's going through a very painful situation in his marriage. I know he's having a hard time as a man. And I don't care. Listen, everybody. And you can shut it off if you don't want to hear it. I don't care who you are. Famous or not famous. Brody or not Brody. Okay? Masculine or not. When you are a man, you will have an ego. When you are a man and your woman goes out on you, it means you ain't shit. Your little thing ain't enough. Your mind isn't enough. Your company isn't enough. Your body isn't enough. Your friendship isn't enough. It's not enough for me. You are not enough for me. You do not complete me. You do not fulfill me. I don't desire you. Hello. Ding, 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 ding. Ringing any bells, everybody? When you attack a man's ego, straight or not straight, and women are different, but when you attack a man's ego, where he's not shit, and he's as big as he is, fame-wise, height-wise, personality-wise, financially-wise, he's as big as he is, and he's not enough for her, how would you feel? How the fuck would you be feeling, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen? He's going through a real ego fucking smackdown right now because he's not shit for her. He doesn't have any other cards to pull. There's no secret roundhouse back here. There's no secret full house he could pull out. There's no aces. He ain't got shit to give her that he hasn't already given her. He's given her babies. He's given her money. He's given her a marriage. He's given her love. He's given her friendship. He's given her support. There's nothing left for that man to give her. Not a fucking thing. She's got her eyes on some man 25 years younger than him. How does that make you feel, guys? You guys, as my collective group, already have a problem. Not understanding why your lovers, if you're in a tumultuous relationship, are not appreciating you, don't want you, or are having some kind of issues cheating, lying, or otherwise, or being a ghoster. You know, all of us over here in tumultuous situations already have questions. And a lot of us that are not famous tend to think, maybe if I had $1 million and my shit was together, I would have that man or that woman. Maybe if I was younger, maybe if I had a better body, maybe if I had, you know, a nice house and a nice car and a good career and a nice cushy lifestyle, maybe she would come back, or maybe he would come back. Maybe it would at least make it a little bit easier, a little bit more tempting to answer that phone call. Okay? So you guys already know how it feels. And a lot of you guys have given your time, energy, effort, body, mentality, money, spirituality. A lot of you guys have given everything away to someone and they still shit on you. And a lot of you guys are sitting back wondering why. What did I do? Why am I not enough? I'm beautiful. I'm handsome. I have my shit together. I love this human. Why am I not enough for this human? You know what? I think, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what Will Smith is contemplating right now. Because if he could speak to the people, he would say, I don't know what to say. There's some cases, maybe that's why he's so angry and rage. In some cases, it doesn't matter how much money you have, how good looking you are, how many people want you, how many people want your life, how good you are in bed, how supportive you are as a friend. None of that shit matters, ladies and gentlemen. Because when someone rejects you, it doesn't matter if you're at the top of the world, on a throne, with an Oscar like Will Smith, or you're down in the dumps. It doesn't matter where you are. Anybody Anyone can get rejected. Anyone can be done dirty. Anyone can bust their ass in a relationship and not get it back in return. And as much as he has preached, you got to make yourself happy first. Then you'll get your lover back. He probably tried everything you guys have tried. Let me go out, let me work out, let me love myself, let me focus on my career, let me make myself happy, and then the relationship will be good. Let me tell Jada to do the same thing. Hey, baby, do you. Go out, work out, do your career, have your red table bullshit YouTube. Go do you. Go be happy, love yourself. I want you to give to yourself and feed yourself so we can come together and be one. Will is really trying to make that shit happen. Will really tried to pull that little fucking rabbit out of the hat. Because honestly, I think he was losing back then, and that was his only go-to. Spiritual rebirth, spiritual transformation. And y'all know how that goes because you guys have done it. You all have done it. We all have done it. We all have gone through a rebirth. And we all have looked around at our partner and seen if they are with us. Have they gone through a rebirth? Do they love us as much as we love them? Are they trying as hard as we are at this? Anyways, we've all gone through that, and that is what Will is contemplating. He has so much going on inside of him, a lot of questions. Why is this happening to me? Where did I go wrong? What did I do? He admitted he cheated in the past. He blames himself. He thinks maybe that is why she's allowed to act out now, because he was wilding out back then. And maybe that's the case, guys. Maybe when we get to her side, that's the case. Maybe she was dead tired of a lot of shit from the past. And she's trying to be reborn, and she's just done with that shit. And it doesn't matter if he does backflips today. She's already been emotionally gone. But I'm going to get in it. And I'm going to say also as a psychic and intuitive, she's had interviews about Tupac. She said they were just friends. Fuck that. They were not just friends. They were not just fucking friends. Why do I know that? I'm a pretty decent looking woman. And he's a pretty good, decent looking man. There's no fucking way I could have been his friend. And I know because I used to get the attention like Jada. And a pretty woman like Jada with Tupac Shakur, and they didn't do nothing? Bullshit. And maybe it doesn't take a psychic intuitive to know that, but I know that with every fiber of my being. I know that. It was not just friendship. It just fucking wasn't. And I don't care how many TV interviews you hear. I don't care what the fuck videos you want to spit at me. I don't care about the National Enquirer. I don't care about People Magazine. I don't care about GQ interviews. I don't want to hear shit about BET interviews, Oprah interviews. None of that shit matters to me. None of it matters to me. She had a love, a deep love for Tupac. She was fully into him. That is her love. Period. And he was too wild for her. He did not want to settle down. And maybe you guys didn't know, but Tupac had a thing going on with Madonna as well. Y'all didn't know that little tidbit. Maybe you did. But he had something going on with Madonna. He had a lot of girls. Okay? He was wild, young, and sexy, and famous. And she was beautiful, and she was sexy too. But she wasn't damn near as famous as him. All right? And that hot-ass little man, Tupac, oh, you're goddamn right. That woman was all over it. All over it. And maybe it was too embarrassing to say she went after him so much. But she did. And they said they had a deep relationship and a very deep friendship. But I'm going to tell you what I feel intuitively. She is trying to relive what she had with Tupac. With this little boy. Jada is not 50 in Jada's mind. Jada's going back to where she was 21. She's going back to where she wants to rap. She wants to be cool. She wants to be chill. She wants to be young. She wants to drink a little. She wants to party a little. She wants to have some wild sex. Like she was young. She wants that ass smacked just like Tupac did it. All right? I'm sorry. I don't know if Will and Jada are watching this. I feel bad because you never know. This is public. You never know. But she's in a place right now. And look at the similarities between who she's been messing around with in her entanglement. He's a rapper. He's young. He's wild. He's her son's friend. She's going back. And you know what? I don't think she ever got over Tupac. I see the hurt in her eyes as a woman. She lost a man that to her was deeply everything. She lost a man that she was deeply in love with. She lost a man that could be so much. He could have been so much. She lost a future. She lost future children. She lost a future relationship. She lost a friend. She lost a lover. She lost a lot. And I know that she was dating Will Smith back when she was talking to Tupac, but I really think that was to get Tupac jealous, to make him step up. I really think she was using Will as a tool to say, hey, Tupac, look what I have. I have a good-looking man. I have a popular man, a pretty damn famous man, a good-looking man. Look what I got over here, dangle, dangle. Are you going to step up to me? Are you going to step up for me? Look, she was in entanglements always since back with Tupac and Will. But after Tupac was done, he was gone. She fell into a deep depression. And who was there to catch her? Will. Will was there to be a friend. Will was always the caretaker, the giver, the protector. I'm here for you. And he likes beautiful women. He had affairs. He was attracted to her. She played in The Nutty Professor. She's gorgeous. Okay? And he fell for her. And he had been seeing her. So he's like, baby, I'm here for you. He left his marriage for her. Will sacrificed since day one for Jada. He wanted her. Okay? He wanted her. More than anything, Will Smith wanted Jada. More than anything. And he felt that crunch. He felt, I'm not as hard as Tupac. I'm not as rough as Tupac. I'm not as gangster as Tupac. You know, and that hits your masculinity, your ego, because Jada was looking for a bad boy. Not the pun of his movies, Bad Boys. But she wants the real bad boy. She likes that. She likes that fighter mentality. She likes that gangsta. You know what I mean? She likes that shit. And as much as she wants to play a goody, goody, goody little girl, oh, hail to the fucking motherfucking, no. She wants a gangster. Don't come here and play me with any of that shit. Jada Smith wants a gangster, period. She's looking, she be creeping, she be wanting and wanting and wanting, just like the Nutty Professor said. All right? Jada, if you're watching, you know it's true. You might get mad at me for doing this video. if you ever see it, but you know it's true. And girl to girl, woman to woman, I know. I get that. I know what's attractive about that. I know what's attractive about the alpha male. I know what's attractive about an intelligent male who's good with words, who's romantic and passionate. I know what's hot about a man that will grab you up and take you like that. And Jada, let's be real, that's what you're looking for. Okay? And Will Smith seems like a nice guy. But that's the point. He's a nice guy. He's just a nice guy. And he's trying to be hard, guys. In case you haven't noticed, Will Smith is trying very hard to literally be hardcore for Jada. And that little event that you saw publicly was him trying to be a badass. Was him trying hard to be that gangster. That I'll sacrifice whatever you want, baby. I'll fuck up any dude that says shit about you, baby. Let a man look at you wrong, baby. That's what Jada wants. And he knows it. Because Will was laughing in the crowd as soon as that joke was posted. Or, excuse me, as soon as that joke was expressed. Will Smith was caught on camera laughing. It wasn't 10 seconds later when he sees his woman pissed off as hell. Pissed the fuck off. And if any of you guys watching me have been in a relationship, ladies, with your man, when someone looks at you wrong, hits on you, slaps your ass, says something rude to you, if another man called you a bitch, if anyone offended you, and if any of you ladies have ever been with a real man that isn't afraid to speak up, you know your man will turn around real fast, cockeyed, and whoop that person's ass or smack them or go up to them. And all of us ladies that have been with someone, we know men like that. And that's how Will Smith felt in that seat at the Oscars. His marriage was on the rocks. He's damn near lost her. He does not want to be, in her eyes, the pussycat. So, anyways, we're going to move on. But this is a lot of what I think he's contemplating. I think he's absolutely contemplating, I need to be the man Jada wants me to be, or I'm going to lose this relationship. It's going to be over. Because, guys, there's nothing left for Will Smith to give her. Okay? And yeah, she may be a narcissist. Somebody had a comment. Could be. She has some of the signs. But mostly it's a midlife crisis. And she's just not interested. So if any of you guys could sympathize, empathize with Will Smith, just understand that he is being rejected. And when your guys' relationships are fucked up like that, y'all know how crazy y'all can be. Now, none of the feminines that watch my channel, even if you're men, none of the feminines would ever dream about doing something physical like that. But for a lot of the masculines watching, you know y'all would step. Y'all know you would step up for the person you love. So anyways, you know, Will Smith is a Leo. He's all heart. Jada's a Leo. She's all heart. You know, she's just disconnected right now from him. But Will is all heart. And he doesn't think about it. He's a fire sign. He doesn't think about what he's going to do till it's fucking over. And that's what's happening with the contemplating card. There is no thought till after the fact. And now he's probably embarrassed, mad at himself. He's hurt his career. He's hurt himself financially. What else could he possibly give Jada to please her and make her happy? He's sacrificed everything for her. He has sacrificed now his career. He's sacrificed his Oscar. He worked his whole life for that shit. And in his moment, he fucked fucked it up. If anything, I feel nothing but sympathy for Will. Of course, Chris Rock didn't deserve that. Of course, I feel sorry for him. Of course, I feel sorry for Chris Rock. Poor guy. He made a good joke. It wasn't even serious. It was a stupid, lame joke. I thought he could have done better. That wasn't a roast. Guys, our presidents go to a roast. Our leaders of our country get roasted harder than Jada. Hell, Donald Trump got roasted time and time again. No one said shit. You know, people get roasted all the time. You're in the public eye. It's expected. Okay, Jada. They made a comment about your hair. Big whoopee deal. What's the big deal? It wasn't even a major joke. So what? Okay, so I can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2. So what? Guess what, Jada? Let me enlighten you, Jada Smith. We all have seen your hair short as hell for the last freaking 20 years. At least. You have been butch short hair for 20 years. Every now and then you have long hair. But you mostly stick to your short hair. We've all seen it for decades. It's nothing new. Maybe you're a little bit shorter this time. But what? By a few centimeters? We're going to bitch about a few centimeters. All of a sudden, you went from having 2 inches of hair to having half an inch of hair. That's a big difference, right? Come on now. That joke wasn't shit, guys. That joke wasn't shit. And it was inexcusable. Chris Rock did not need to be smacked over a comment like that. You know what would have been fucked up and what should have been said? Was a joke about the red table. Was a joke about her entanglement. A real joke would have been Chris Rock saying, "Ha, Jada and Will Smith are here, but I think you're missing your partner. Where's your entanglement piece? All right, where's the boy at? He's supposed to be part of the mix. I thought Will and Jada were going to bring the other partner to the party tonight. Big surprise, it's just you two." I mean, if he would have had a joke about their entanglement, that might have been offensive. Offensive and embarrassing about their marriage. But a comment about her hair, not a big deal. Not a big deal. That's like commenting Jennifer Lopez at the whatever awards when she had the green dress and you could see all the way down to her ass crack and past her belly button. You know, it would have been like Chris Rock saying, look at J-Lo. We're here. Everybody wants to go deep diving with J-Lo tonight. Everybody would have laughed. Deep diving with J-Lo because her dress is so low. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. So anyways, Chris Rock did not need to be slapped like that. It was a joke. He was joking on other people that evening. It was just a lame joke. Honestly, I think on a scale of 1 to 10, Chris Rock has better jokes than that. That was a stupid, lame joke, and it wasn't serious, and I certainly wasn't laughing because it wasn't even funny. I think I might have thrown a smile, a little smirk, like, but it wasn't super funny. So anyways, I do think Will Smith has a lot more going on than that fucking joke. And like we all saw, he was smiling. He was laughing at the joke. He saw his woman full of rage for whatever fucking reason because she's so hypersensitive, she can't take a joke. And he went and smacked the guy. Let's get the next card for Will Smith. We have, I'm absolutely obsessed with you. Oh, shit. We have obsession. And I think it fits the bill. Will Smith is so obsessed with Jada Pinkett Smith. He just can't get over what's going on. You all have been there. We've all gotten a lot of obsession cards. But he cannot get over what's going on with them. I do not think he wants that marriage over. I think he's going to stick around no matter what. This kind of a card is saying, Jada, you can cheat, you can fuck around, you can go to freaking 5,000 miles away from here and party. You could be my friend, you can be my wife, you can be whoever you want to be. I just don't want to let you go. I need you. And it has become an obsession with him. And you know mostly why is because when a Leo feels like as beautiful as I am, as kingly as I am, you don't want to give me attention. Why? Sometimes that Leo energy can get twisted. It can get angry. It can get obsessive. Will might even be looking at her text messages, watching her phone calls, having someone spy on her. Okay, he is definitely obsessed. He cannot keep his eyes off of what is happening with Jada. It's all eyes on Jada right now. And that's why she literally just takes over. She just takes over his perception of life. So anyways, he is stuck and obsessed, contemplating on what's going on. This is all in regards to Jada. So let's go ahead and get another card. Oh shit. We have manipulation. All right, so he is being manipulated most likely by Jada on how he acted at the awards. Because he was laughing before he got up and slapped. So she does have some kind of puppet control over him. Now, I'm not saying it's her fault. He's the one choosing to be obsessed. He's the one choosing to focus on her. He's the one allowing her feelings, her energy, her thoughts, her life manipulate his choices. But nonetheless, that's what's happening with him. He is being manipulated in some sense by choice at least, okay? The next card that comes out for him is lonely. All right, how can you blame him? She's going to somebody else's bed, or has been. Could he fuck some other girl? Oh, you bet your fucking ass he can. Even after all this bad PR, he could still go fuck anybody he wants. He's Will Smith. He's Will fucking Smith. He can have pretty much any woman he wants. Motherfucking Will Smith. But it doesn't matter. Because when he loves one person, when he's into that person, he wants her love, nobody else's. So this is him by choice saying, I'm lonely because my best friend, my wife, my partner, my sexy woman, queen of my heart, the woman that moons moon, stars, and earth for me, she doesn't want me. So it doesn't fucking matter who throws their legs up at him. He wants Jada. Y'all can relate with Will Smith on that one. Because a lot of my clients and a lot of you guys, you want that one person. And it doesn't fucking matter who comes your way. It doesn't matter who offers you the love, the house, the relationship. You want your twin flame or your soulmate, period. It takes a lot for a lot of you guys to let that go and be with someone else. Because when you feel that connection, you can't let it go. And that's how Will feels. Will feels stuck, obsessive, contemplating, manipulated, and lonely right now. Because he wants her and nobody else. The next card we have is, wow, are you guys not surprised? Will Smith has 5 of Pentacles, Dark Night of the Soul. This is his darkest hour. He's going to be going through losses. He might lose that Oscar. It's been threatened. I don't know. He's lost friends. He's lost support. He's probably going to lose some movie roles. He's going to lose some contracts. He's lost some fans. He's lost self-respect. He feels like he's lost his wife. He feels like everything he's worked for is going down the tubes. Everything he fought for in his whole life, he's about to lose it all. This is the darkest night of the soul. Now, the only good thing for Will Smith is during that dark night, you find the light inside yourself. And you also see who is going to be with you in your darkest hour. Who's going to support you? Who's going to stick it out with you in the cold? And that's what Will's going through. Who's his real friends? Who's his real fans? Who understands him? Who's down with him? Who's there, basically? The next tarot card for Will Smith is Knight of Cups. Speaking from the heart. He is pronouncing his love to Jada. Right now, this is kind of a begging. And it's basically saying, Jada, do you see how much I love you? Do you see how much I love you? Do you see my actions? Do you see I do crazy things for love? Do you see I will publicly embarrass myself for you? Do you see I will sacrifice everything for you? This is an emotional action. This is towards Jada. And he's offering that cup of love like, baby, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. Don't abandon me out in the cold. I did this for you. Please be with me. Please love me more. Please let me can this action show you how much I'm into you? Jada, I want you more than I want my fame. I want you more than I want money. I want you, Jada. I want you more than anything and anyone. I've swallowed my pride. And that's very hard for a Leo energy to do. I'm not saying he's a Leo sun, although I'm pretty sure he is. If you guys want to watch Sam Geppy, he was doing a Vedic sidereal birth chart analysis video today. And you can go see their placements. I don't know, but I know that there is Leo in there. Anyways, Will wouldn't be Will without Leo. But he's given everything, and how he's acting with Jada is, please, I just want you to know how much I love you and how much I'm into you. I'm crazy about you. And, to be honest, guys, Will Smith is head over heels in love and head over heels crazy. And I say crazy because we do have obsession. He is head over heels crazy in love for Jada Smith. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. That's where he's at. That's where he's focused. It doesn't matter who throws their legs at him. He's not going to look. He doesn't care. He is sinking into the depths of sadness right now, and he's just hoping she's going to be there for him. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see if Jada is going to be there for Will Smith. Jada, are you going to be there for him? Oh, damn, I'm good. I'm sorry. Listen, everybody, I do have Venus in Leo. My love is a little bit prideful. But goddamn, I'm right on these cards. Goddamn, I'm right on these cards. She got selfhood. Didn't I tell you from the beginning? Rewind the video. We've been here 59 minutes. I said from point one that Jada is into herself right now. She doesn't want to be a wife. She doesn't want to be a mother. She doesn't want to be nothing but Jada. Jada's into herself. She's in a moment of selfhood. This is not a partnership card. This is not a marry you card. This is not I'm in a relationship card. This is my own world card. This is the card of selfhood, and that is absolutely what's going on with Jada Smith right now. I'm into myself. I'm not worried about your shit. I've been worried about your shit for a long time. I've been into you, Will, for a long time. I've loved and I've lost. I'm deeper than that. She's going deep into herself. She is soul searching. Like I said earlier, a lot of the reasons she's seeing this whatever entanglement person, whether she's still seeing him or not, I don't fucking know. But whatever that reason is, it's not about that man. It's not about her being in love with some new guy, whoever this fucker is. And it sure as hell isn't about Will Smith. Jada is fucking who Jada wants for Jada. She's getting something out of all of this that makes her feel good. She doesn't give a fuck about the Grammys. She doesn't give a fuck about the Oscars. She doesn't give a fuck about Hollywood. Her gestures, her mannerisms in her shows at the red table, she usually has one leg up in her chair with her knee towards her a lot of the time. She gets really comfortable and she likes to relate with people as if she wasn't famous. She likes to be down to earth. Now, think of how she relates with Tupac. Tupac, as famous and as good looking as he was down to earth. He was a real guy. He was really real. And it didn't matter about his fame. Tupac wanted to be real. He did not care about the fame. That's a lot like Jada. I'm going to step out on a limb here and say this. I do believe that Tupac is her soulmate based on their own personalities. It's very much a mirror reflection. He might even be her twin flame. Now, unfortunately, Will Smith has turned out to be somewhat of a karmic soulmate. She had karma to deal with Will. She's giving him his karma. He's giving her karma. They've got some karma, but I do think her and Will are soulmates in a way. It's a very karmic relationship. But her feelings, her thoughts, and her spirit and her soul is very tied and very deeply tied to Tupac. And I think she's missing him a lot right now. I think she is looking to Tupac as a spirit guide. I think she's asking him to help her with a lot of what she's going through. And I think she found a lot of similarities with the man she was in an entanglement with because he was a rapper. And she felt drawn to him as if Tupac was drawing her to herself through him. And she's kind of finding herself. She kind of found herself through Tupac, and she's kind of finding herself through this other entanglement guy. And it's like she's using these other soulmates to find herself. Because it's all about selfhood. Right now, Jada's got to figure out who Jada is. So anyways, how Jada feels is all about her. It's about her right now. And she just doesn't really want to think about what's going on in a relationship. The other card is, ooh. Oh, Lord Jesus. Jada said, listen, Will, listen, baby. I'm sorry for turning my back the times you needed me most. Betrayal. I don't know which way you want to take this from Sunday. But it could be A, she's betraying him right now because she's going to turn her back on him when he needs her the most, which might be why he's being dark night of the soul abandonment. It could be that. It could be she is literally betraying him when he needs her. It could also be a past tense statement. She already betrayed him. She already turned her back when he needed her most. You know, so her situation is she's a betrayer. It says it right there. I am sorry. It's not, you hurt me, you betrayed me. It's not that in this card. Read it. I am sorry that I turned my back on you the times you needed me most. Betrayal. That's on her side. That's right there with her. And, you know, she knows it. She knows, hey, I was a little bit in my selfhood. I was a little bit in myself. Maybe a lot in myself. And I betrayed you. And I am sorry. I do think there's some remorse. I think there's some guilt. I do think she has some kind of feeling bad that he's going through this dark night of the soul, and mostly because of her. And that's why this card is here at the bottom of the deck for her, which is, I haven't been all I could be for you. I haven't been the wife you needed. I haven't been the friend you needed. You know why I haven't been those things? Because I didn't love myself. I don't know who I am, Will. My life has been going, and I didn't slow down. And now I'm in this midlife. My life is half over. Who am I? What did I accomplish? Nothing that makes me feel super great. I feel like I was living my life for other people. I feel like everything that I've done wasn't for me. And now I want to do things for me. And this is kind of an I'm sorry. Page of Cups. And I already see the Tower poking out. Look at that shit. I knew that shit was going to pop out. And then I see the Lover's card, Gemini. Twin flames, soulmates, lovers, third parties, all kinds of drama. So, yeah, I definitely see the cards coming out for them. But that's really where she's at. And as a woman, I understand somewhat where she's coming from. I also understand what Will Smith is going through, because I've been there. But I also understand what Jada Smith is going through, because guess what? I've been there too. And I'm sorry, but cutting hair feels good in a midlife crisis. She's clearly going through a break. Not like a mental break, but she's going through a break of who she was. She is detaching from the old Jada. The next card we have for her is, oh, I will taste your sweet kiss again. Sweetness. They have a good, intimate relationship. You know, it hasn't been enough for her because she needed more than sex. She needed to love herself for sex to be good. She thought she could find herself in another man. Wrong. She learned that. She learned she's not going to find herself in another relationship. But it made her feel good. It made her feel young again. It made her feel wanted and desired and grabbed. It made her feel like a woman. It made her feel like she could start to find herself again through music. I think Jada's always been very fond of music and maybe always wanted to write songs or be a musical artist. I feel like that's a big pull for her. She's always been attracted to men that can sing and that could write lyrics. I think Jada's a big fan of poetry. I mean, I don't know all these things for a fact, but intuitively, that's how I feel about Jada. I think she's a very deep, poetic kind of person. And love and sex has been very numbing for her lately because she lacked self-love. She was a body, an instrument. She was a beauty piece. Jada has always been a beauty piece. She has had a nice body. She's had beautiful eyes. She's had a beautiful face. She's charming. She's intelligent. She's always been that beauty piece. And for her, she's always wanted to be more than that. And I think that's why she was pulled towards these men. She was pulled towards these men because they were deep. They were deep thinkers, deep writers. They sang from the heart. And so I do feel like she's a very deep, spiritual, maybe even musically inclined woman. And I have to say, she might have some Pisces in her. I don't know. But when you're that kind of a deep person, you want a deep relationship. And I'm not trying to dog out here with Will, but I feel like he was more of a show guy, showbiz. He was busy making movies, being on camera, being famous, public eye. And even when he was at home, he was a very public kind of person. It's like he was always putting on a show. I don't know them personally. I don't know their personal life. I cannot say these are facts. But I'm saying that is the feeling that I get in their relationship. That Will was always being Will, even at home. And she needed depth. She needed someone real to take off the public face and talk about things that matter. Not where are we going to travel, not who's famous and what's going on in that, not the next new movie, not directors, not scripts, not money, not parties, not goals, career. I think he's very career-driven kind of guy. He might even have Capricorn in his chart. To be honest, I feel for him, there is Capricorn. He seems very Capricorn. In the movie Bad Boys, he looked very much like a Capricorn. He acted, the way he dressed, everything was Capricorn. A little Libra. But Saturn may be really affecting him right now. And Saturn affects very few signs. Libra, Capricorn, Aquarius. Saturn is probably very heavily affecting him in some way, career-wise. And I really believe it's that Capricorn energy. So I think there's a very heavy Saturn position and transiting in his life right now. And he's reaping a lot of karma. Anyways, these are just feelings. I don't know for a fact, guys. This is just what I intuitively feel. If you guys want to go fact check stuff, you can. But this is what I'm feeling, okay? Anyways. Yeah, I just feel like she's like, we have a good intimate relationship. And you are tender, and this is beautiful. And we make sweet love, and it's a very beautiful thing. And Will, I am attracted to you. And Will, you are tender. You are romantic. I think Will Smith has a very romantic side to him. I think he's got this tenderness from Venus, very Libra kind of energy. And I think he's like, I know how to be poetic. I can be that for you. I can light candles. I can cook a damn good steak. I can rub your feet. I can put oil on your body. We could take a bubble bath. We could take, a stroll in the park, and it can be romantic. I know Will, as a Leo energy, has that in him. He is a romantic man. And she knows that about him. And she's like, I know you are all those things, but understand, Will, that what I'm going through is a self issue. It's about me. I don't understand me right now. And I'm sorry for turning my back on you and betraying you the way I did, but I do love you. Because there is this love here with the sweetness card. There is love. I think she's got a bad girl side to her, but I know she's got that love for Will. Let's go ahead and get the other cards. Oh, she keeps a lot of secrets from Will. And a lot of the secrets that she keeps from Will is honestly her poetry. Jada Pinkett Smith has a diary. She has a secret diary. She has a secret book. She has a secret journal. Or she has like secret poetry, or she makes secret music. But she is a very deep, lyrical kind of person. And she definitely is some kind of a mysterious wordsmith here. And a lot of her secrets are written word. She writes a lot of her secrets down somewhere. And I think she writes to Tupac. I think she writes to him. And if it's not written, like down, documented, I think she writes things, and she may have even burned them and let the ashes go where she thinks he might be. Again, I'm coming back to this Tupac situation for her because I think he means something to her. I think she might even have some Scorpio stuff going on with her. And she's got a lot of secrets that Will Smith just doesn't know about. Why? Because she thinks he's not that deep. She just doesn't think he's ready to go that deep. And so she feels unseen, unheard, and unknown by him because she keeps so much. And she's really hurting herself because she doesn't want to open up and tell him these things. And why does she not want to crack open that heart? Because there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain behind that heart. She doesn't want to hurt him by telling him how she really feels about certain things and how she's faked a lot of her life and how she's been fake. And she feels much of the time she's been betraying herself. And that's why we have this betrayal card in selfhood. She has betrayed herself in this relationship and probably in others. Yeah.
Where did you get this snake anyways? Because it's actually a pretty cool lizard snake.
Target.
Can we go to Target? I want to know if there's any green snakes or black snakes or red snakes.
Okay.
But we have to find that wizard and the black spider.
Okay.
That have a snake.
Okay.
But I'm going to get the green one.
Okay.
Because I think it's pretty cool.
All right. So we're going to move on, guys. The next card is... Oh, okay. Well, this is a surprising card. She's going to want to reconcile with Will Smith. That's in the cards, everybody. That's in the cards. It's in the fucking cards. Period. And like I said from the beginning, this rebirth, remember whoever was watching over an hour ago, I said this difficult situation is going to bring them closer together. There's a rebirth in their relationship. They are going down in flames. Both of them have been publicly embarrassed. Both of them their egos are being burned. They are both going through an ego death. She's losing her ego for the things that she's done and said, and everybody knows about it. He's losing his ego for the things he's said and done and shown the world. But that, in essence, is what brings them closer together. And there is something very powerful happening with Aries and Libra, the nodes. They have something to do with them transformationally because the North Node, the South Node, Ketu, Rahu, they are doing a major transformation. So wherever their Aries and Libra is, there's a big transformation. It may even be in their 12th house. Because the 12th house is about secrets coming to the light. If you've got a light shining in the 12th house, believe me, guys, everything you wanted to keep hidden from the world is going to come out. Your enemies will know your secrets. The world will know your secrets. And maybe there's something powerful happening in the 8th house. Maybe that's Aries or Libra. But I'm going to tell you, whether it's 8th house or 12th house, their secrets are coming out for the world to know because it's going to transform their marriage. And you know what? I actually intuitively strongly feel it's better in the 8th house. Because the 8th house is the rewards and benefits you get from a marriage. It's your gains from a union. So the 8th house is very prominent for Will and Jada right now. And whatever's happening is something's going on there in the 8th house. Anyways, it's going to lead them to glory. Honestly, all this humiliation, ego death, public, whatever the fuck's going on with them, their public lives will suffer because Ketu and Rahu always bring destruction. Their public lives will suffer. And Saturn has something to do with their public lives. Period. And right now, he's transiting, Saturn is going into Aquarius. Vedic, sidereal, I know all you tropical people have words. But it's going into Aquarius. And they must have Aquarius in some prominent placement for career. Okay? Maybe the 10th house, I don't fucking know. But it affects them. So anyways, they're going through this big ego death. And they're going to learn lessons about death and transformation. But, you know, I'm going to just say they are going to reconcile. They're going to be fine. Their relationship, they're going to be able to make amends. And she wants to taste his sweetness again. And they are going to share in romance. I think his sacrifice publicly, what he did, Will Smith knew what he had to do to love his wife. Will Smith knew what he had to do to get her trust, to get this secretive wife to open up her heart. He knew he had to make some kind of public ego death happen for her to realize he doesn't care about that part of his life as much as he loves her. He knew he had to make a sacrifice, whether on a subconscious level or a conscious level. I don't fucking care. But he knew it. And he did what he did for her. So just know that this is going to transform his marriage, and that's ultimately where Will Smith is at, and that's what he wants. Fuck the public life. He wants to fix his family. The next tarot cards let's get for her is, there's the Leo, Strength card in reverse. Right now, she has a lack of self-control. She is also lacking in her confidence. And this actually explains a lot with why Will Smith snapped up for her. His wife is going through a midlife crisis. His wife doesn't feel like the young and beautiful queen she's always been. His wife lacks in some self-confidence. His wife is not feeling good about herself. She's going through something deep and spiritual. She's going through menopause probably. You know, God help her. We're with you, Jada. But she's going through some real shit, okay? And so when your wife is not in her best light, she's just not feeling great, you're going to come to bat for her ego, for her confidence, for her to feel good, you know? And that's what she's going through. She's just not feeling great, all right? And maybe her health is an issue, because when you get the Strength card in reverse, it's very possible that Jada's health is an issue right now. Maybe there's something deeper going on that we're not aware of. But she's going through it, and she doesn't have strength that she used to have. She really feels like giving up. And that's what's going on with this card in reverse. She's just like, Will, I just feel like I don't have the energy. I don't have the strength in this relationship. I'm losing myself. She may have even been, hate to say it, but suicidal. This is probably a very private moment for Jada. But I think there has been some suicidal moments for her. That maybe it's just between her and God. But she's gone through it. And a lot of these are her secrets. The next one out is Wow, another reversal. She's totally not doing well. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And Jada is just not confident. She's not taking action. She doesn't have any desire to do anything anymore. To be honest, when it comes to Will Smith, she doesn't have the desire to have anything going on with him anymore. Maybe, you know, I hear, and I've never been through it yet, but I hear when you go through menopause, a friend of mine made a joke. When you're going through menopause, you put men on pause. I don't know if there's like a painful feeling having sex. I've heard that it's not enjoyable. I heard that it feels different because you're no longer able to make babies. You're no longer able to be that young maiden. So there's a lot of, believe me, and I'm a woman, I can only understand. When a woman is going through the change, there's a lot of self-doubt. There's a lot of self-criticism. There's a lot of emotions going on inside of you going through the change. And a lot of women are just in a bad place at that time. Their hormones are out of whack. They're emotional. They do stupid shit. They are going through love and hate bouts with themselves. It's difficult. And, you know, it's a very hard part of the journey as a woman. It's a very hard part of the journey. And so she's really going through that right now. And I don't know for a fact, Jada, I'm sorry, maybe she's not. Maybe she is not going through menopause. I don't really know. But maybe it's coming. It's either been there, it's here, or it's coming. But I know the change in herself is coming. And she's going through it. Will Smith is also going through it because he's in his 50s. But I think, you know, when men go through a midlife, it's a little bit different. They want to work out. They want to have a cool car. They want to still be desired. You know, when men go through a midlife crisis, there's a few things that you tend to see. A, they tend to work out and get more muscle. B, they tend to invest in nice cars or trucks or whatever makes them feel like they've got power. C, they tend to, even if they don't cheat or anything, they just tend to want that female attention. Hey, I'm still that silver fox. You know, they still want to know that the females out there, or the young males if they're gay, because I don't really care which way you go. But when men are going through that situation, they just want to feel desired. They still want to feel needed, respected, powerful, sexy. You know, they want to feel like money's on point. So a lot of men that are going through that situation, they tend to want to make more money. So they might focus heavily on their career or investments. You know, but men who go through the change, it's a little bit different. They might feel tired. Yes? Okay.
Okay, so force her to get rid of the...
Well, I'm doing work right now. Okay?
I'm telling something.
Okay.
I had the perfect toe, and we can get that clean out, and then we'll walk.
Okay. Well, you go ahead and fix it.
Okay.
Okay. You know, so like I'm trying to say, guys, you know, men just go through it differently. They still have a sex drive. Their body's not hormonal. But what they do go through is fatigue. A lot of men that go through that, they're tired. They maybe want to go to bed earlier. You know, that's just something that they deal with. So they may want to start going to bed at like 8, 9 o'clock at night. You know, that's just kind of something they go through. They might start falling asleep